And we're live. My gosh. So in an hour, minus a couple of minutes, we're gonna kick off a 10-week journey of game change. And instead of calling it a mastermind, I decided to call it Game ChangeaPalooza because my friend Connie Vasquez pointed out to me that there's a lot of like alpha ugh, around these things called masterminds, and my dog is chiming in too. There's a lot of we're gonna go and get it, and what's your business plan and all that stuff. Um, and when she and I talked about like what is this really about? What's the book about? What's the intention of this process that we're embarking on? Um, it was a wonderful question because I had never really brought into consciousness that same association about the word mastermind. And I know they're not all like that. And I know that even that really serves some people at certain times in their lives. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying that's not what this is. This is about really truly showing up and working with yourself, setting time aside um, that you are more fully connecting with your own consciousness, with your own filters of awareness, so that you are able to stay connected to yourself through the mayhem all of us are navigating. Um, so that you can be not only more skillful, but make choices that more truly reflect the human being that you are. Now, that may sound like a given, right? I mean, that may sound like, oh, but I do that all the time. I don't know. If we were all doing that all the time, I think that the world might look a little bit different. Um, and I definitely have seen that when I task myself with working on that as a skill, that my outcomes are different. That my ability to really stand tall in what choices I make, to take risks, um, to summon the courage to speak my truth in times that otherwise I might have just sacrificed my truth to keep others comfortable. That's really the upside of this, and um, that the journey is going to be completing on election day was not planned. In fact, none of this was planned. The book coming out in August was not planned. Like the fact that it's called Game Change and everyone's talking about game changing. None of this has been planned. None of it. Um, so as things are unfolding, and I'm asking myself, how am I going to really show up for these folks who are showing up to be a part of this? Because one thing I have committed to is that I'm not just going to be leading this process, right? I'm not just going to be blah, 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 because that's not really what the process is about. I'm going to be doing it with you. So I'm asking myself some really pointed questions about where in my life do I need to align more fully? Where in my life do I need to flex? And do I need to allocate some extra love and attention so that I can be the human being, the woman, the friend, um, the walker of the earth that I know I'm capable of being? So I'm going to take the rest of the hour to really reflect on that. I have been thinking about it for a couple of days. And it may not come to me because part of what the first week is really about is observing the places in which we feel deeply aligned and the places in which we don't. So I may not have an answer for exactly what I'm going to be working on for a week or so, but at some point I'm going to commit and I'm going to be working over the next 10 weeks to evolve and grow. and to grow more deeply towards that person that I've always known I am. So anyway, would love to have you join us. And I'm going to go feed my dog and sit.